Hello, I'm M.K.Davis. What you're looking at is a sample, a hair sample. And it's one of those samples that I would be willing to say that I'm reasonably sure that it's a Bigfoot hair sample. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, swamp ape, whatever name you want to put on it. Same sample. You don't have to look at it too hard to realize that it's unusual. It's got all different colors and textures. It's all balled up. Apparently it was something that came off or fell off the rear end of the thing. That's the impression I get. Let's see here. Wait a minute. When you look at it under a microscope, it gets a whole lot weirder. Let's see here. There we go. It's one of the shafts. There's some more. The scales are so tight to the shafts that you can hardly see them. The scales are... when your shaft is round and you have tight scales like that, it gives it a sheen. It's reflective. But it also appears to have translucence. And translucence means that you can light penetrates the shaft. And some of them are mildly translucent and others are almost clear. Some are clear. You see the different colors. Look at this. So you can see the scales, but they're very, very tight to the shaft. Mottled colors. This one's clear. You can actually see the debris through the hair. So what I'm talking about is that this hair is very, very different from what you normally see of hair. You can see that in this case, hair has traveled down the shaft of light has traveled down the shaft of this hair, and when it reaches an imperfection, it comes flooding out. And this is light from the microscope from underneath. So you see it. So that's it on the hair. But what I predict by looking at this hair is that you'll see reflection and refraction and something along the nature of some fiber optic type of qualities to it, where light will travel down the hair shaft and come out in another place. And so I went back to the Patterson film to see if I could see that in the film. Let me just show you what I did see. Now here's the Patterson film. And she's walking, and she's going to pass by this brighter... I'm not sure whether that's an alder or another species. Some people say aspen, but other people say no, it's not an aspen. But it's white looking with some darkness on it. Let's just advance it. And watch as she approaches it. Watch her color on her back begin to change. As she gets very close to the tree, the back begins to flood with light reflecting off the tree. And watch what happens as she comes out the other side. And she's no longer in that angle of light. You'll see. Very different. She lost that. She lost that really bright, reflected pattern, tree pattern on her back. So, and you can find this in other places as well in the Patterson film. Let's see. Now this is when she's walking in the distance, and this is just 2 frames. Watch the light on her heel right here. You see it's bright. Watch it. See it travel way up the leg. Because when the sunshine hit and the angle got right, the light flooded up the hairs on the leg. And you can also see it on the shoulder. Hold it. Watch right here. See right there? But she passes by that little. She's down in a canyon, and there are beams of light off the edge of the canyon through the trees. And when one hits her, normally if it hit you and me, we wouldn't. It would just get a little brighter. But if it hits those hairs that actually transfer light, you see odder things. Like it traveling up the leg like that right there. And then back down. It's right there. And I just wanted to point that out. And go back up here. And watch again. If Bigfoot has hair like that, and you weren't able to watch it walk up to this tree, and you just came into the scene and it was just standing there by that tree, you might think it was part of the tree. Like this. You might not ever see it. And it begs to question how many Sasquatch in the Patterson film might be standing out there by a tree and not moving. I thank you for your time.